Keeping fit is one of the prerequisites of a healthy lifestyle, and there are many ways to do this. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to An Nur the Light. Tasneem Kozain is a South African karate champ and a young girl who's going places. We joined her for a day to bring you this story.
It takes hard work, dedication and focus to become a champion. All of these qualities can be found in young Tasneem Kozain and is taking the karate world by storm.
Taz is, in our dojo environment, she's a leader. She's one of the girls that the youth look up to. And to achieve at the level that she does takes a lot of discipline. She's in matric, so it's a lot of focus, sacrifice between her strength training in the gym and in the dojo. It's that discipline and focus has to be very, very good.
Tournaments such as these are held regularly and the best of the best emerge as victors. Tasneem has proven herself over and over on the floor and she's set her sights on achieving even bigger dreams.
I am currently a 5-time world champion. So my first world championship was held in Portugal in 2010. And I got my first gold medal for unison kata, so it's where 3 people do 1 kata at the same time. And then my next 2 titles was in 2014, which was in America, New York. I got gold for kata as well as unison, and then I got silver in kumite. And then 2014 is where I won both kata and kumite. Recently, we competed in a Premier League event, the WKF Youth Cup World Championship, which was held in Croatia. I competed there, and South Africa isn't quite competitive on the international stage. So for South Africa to win a gold medal was quite a big thing. And for me, I was the first female South African to win at the Premier League event.
The commitment given by Tasneem has delivered amazing results. Her focus is on winning, and she does this regularly.
She's been training since young, and it's about building up, focusing on world-level competition, and training towards competing against these guys, as opposed to competing, making a national team, then going overseas and meeting international fighters for the first time. That doesn't work. You've got to know international level as you build these fighters up, so that when they come up against these guys for the first time, they hold their ground. They may not beat them, but they hold their ground and they compete with them, as opposed to getting beaten by the top guys.
I think with punches only scores about 1 point, where kicks are 2 points, and you need 6 points to win. So for me, I think it's a combination of both sides. I set them up with my hands to go in for the legs, makes the fight much less. I can save more energy for my next fight. My fighting is okay, I know it can be better in terms of I don't like other people to score points on me, because when I go to like a higher event, it makes me think that if these people here can score on me now, then those people in like a bigger event can also score on me.
Not only is she an accomplished karate champion, but Tasneem took off time to study the Holy Quran. While karate allows her to physically test her limits, Islam has given her a sense of balance, which as a young woman is remarkable.
I studied Hifz about 3 years ago at Jamiatul Qura. I did about 3 years there, and then due to trainings I left. I finished 8 ajza. And I'll definitely, once I finish matric this year, inshallah, I'll be going back to complete the Quran, inshallah. It was important for me because my mother being converted into Islam, I feel, and my father, they weren't able to be that learned back in the day, so I felt I took it upon myself to actually learn, actually have the ability not to just read the surah, but to read the Quran and try to understand it as well and put it into my daily life.
Being a karate champion means Tasneem is also a role model to some of the younger children. It's a responsibility she takes very seriously and is always on hand to help them improve their karate.
For me, I love to give back, so working with the children, as I said before, like for me, I got that opportunity to train with like many people around the world. And for me to pass on my knowledge to them, it makes me feel good to see them grow and do better, to win at competitions, to see them just have a smile on their face during class makes me feel good.
Tasneem's focus is on the next World Championship. Not only is she a poster girl for karate, but she's also one for Islam. Here is a young Muslimah who's going places with the right frame of mind.
What a great role model she is to so many other young people. May she remain steadfast and achieve all the success she deserves. Up next is our wellness segment with Dr. Mariam Khan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the wellness segment of An Nur the Light with myself, Dr. Mariam Khan. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. According to figures from the South African National Registry, 1 in 29 women will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetimes. Of this, breast cancer is the most prevalent. Whilst it is mostly found in women, men can also have breast cancer. Every woman's breasts are different. Some are small, some are big, some are smooth, while others are lumpy. Many breast lumps are harmless, but they should all be checked. It is important that women do monthly self-breast examinations and go for regular clinical examinations. The more often you do a self-examination, the better you will know your breast and the easier it may be to detect any changes. If you still menstruate, a good time would be a few days after your period ends. If you no longer menstruate, pick a certain day, like the first day of each month. Become familiar with your breasts, how they look and how they feel, so you may notice any change from what is normal for you. Every woman wants to know how to prevent breast cancer. Maintaining a healthy diet and regular exercise is key to preventing cancer. Medical experts advise against fad diets, smoking and alcohol, as these increase your chances of developing cancer. There are several known risk factors of breast cancer. Just being a woman is the biggest risk factor, as is aging, particularly being over the age of 55. 5 to 10% of breast cancers are thought to be hereditary, caused by abnormal genes being passed from parent to child. If you've had a previous diagnosis of breast cancer, or a mother, sister or daughter with breast cancer, you have an increased risk. Overweight and obese women have a higher risk of breast cancer, as well as women who have not had a full-term pregnancy or who have had their first child after the age of 30. Women who have menstruated at younger than age 12 and women who have gone through menopause after the age of 55 have a higher risk of breast cancer, as do women with dense breasts and those who have undergone hormone replacement therapy. The good news is that breastfeeding lowers your chances of breast cancer, especially in women who have breastfed for longer than 1 year. A mammogram is a special X-ray used to detect lumps in the breast. Symptom-free women over the age of 40 should have a mammogram every year. The earlier breast cancer is detected, the better the chances that treatment will work. So do your monthly examinations and remember to mammogram before your Instagram. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you have any questions for Dr. Khan, please send them to us via Facebook or Twitter and we'll get her to respond. Al-Falah College in Durban became one of the first Muslim schools to embark as well as highlight the plight of rhinos in South Africa. We visited them to find out more.
The Rhino Art Foundation and Al-Falah College have partnered on an amazing project using art as a form of awareness and protest against rhino poaching. Schools are becoming more involved in campaigning to save the species in light of the looming extinction of one of Africa's big five.
As a school, we try to prepare our learners holistically, not just academically and spiritually, but physically as well, and also to create an awareness of the environment. It's a process that is ongoing from the younger age group right until high school. For us, it's a case of them understanding that we are one of the huge creations of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and each one has its place on earth, and we need to look after them because of the bad behavior of man in general and the extinction of so many creatures, it's a way of them connecting with these animals and taking care of them as well.
Art is being used as a tool to reach young minds and encourage active participation in saving the rhino. Al-Falah has used this opportunity to spread the light of Islam by incorporating Islamic principles into the artworks on display.
So we at school have taken up this opportunity. We've been the first Muslim school to partake in this challenge. We've had the Rhino Art Foundation come through, but we've divided our program into 3 sections. So we work separately with the foundation phase, the intermediate phase, and the high school, because it needs to be age-appropriate activity. We start off with audios and visuals to captivate their attention. So we show them videos, and we're working from an Islamic school, so we're giving them the Islamic perspective at all times. So we try and instill that in them. We teach them that respect for creation, entire creation, not only the rhinos, are important to us. And we're trying to teach them that at this age, all they need to do is spread the word. And the more they can do that, the more effective it can be. We've also taken out the 10 Rand mural challenge. So it's not hard for them to take out 10 Rand off their pocket money and go and place it onto the rhino wall. And that's their way of making a difference. We try to tell them it's not how much you give, but it's all about your intention. And what we've done there is we've asked them to add in a slogan that says something that Islam has taught us about respect for animals. So we would use the term dawah. So we've now adopted this concept of dawah through art, to show them that through art we can still propagate the message of Islam. These posters are going to be showcased internationally, and it's our hope that with our children's voices being on that poster, it will send a message throughout the world, inshallah.
The Save the Rhino campaign will create awareness not only on saving the rhino but on how Muslims view the environment. As the campaign rolls out in South African schools, it is the duty of all Muslims to educate children on animal anti-cruelty and environmental awareness.
In our school, we've done the project, but they've asked us to take it forward because being the first Muslim school to get involved, they want the message to go across. And inshallah, that's what we plan to do. We plan to get it across to not only Muslim schools, but all schools throughout South Africa.
The relationship between human beings and animals grow increasingly strained. The Quran says that Allah, the Creator, has named people the stewards of creation. For this reason, Muslims must remain at the forefront of its conservation.
Well, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, "Al-khalqu ayalullah," that the creation is the family of Allah. And the person who is most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that person who is kindest, who is softest to the creation. Saving the Rhino campaign is merely part of a component of the other environmental concerns that we have here at Al-Falah. And the Rhino concern or the Rhino issue being on the front burner of South African society, it's necessary as Muslims that we also consider ourselves and at times portray ourselves as being in the front line of global and local issues. The Saving the Rhino campaign is a local issue that needs to remain on the front burner of South African society.
As South Africa becomes more and more involved in actively saving our environment, we become the voice of the voiceless and strive toward a better earth for all. Saving the rhino is not a job for the environmentalists. It is a duty that Allah has commanded, and one and all Muslims should take it to heart.
Our travel segment has shown us the beauty of this country and the fun things there are for us as Muslims. Come with us now as we visit the garden route for some cool things to see and do.
The Western Cape is world-renowned for its natural beauty as well as diversity in flora and fauna. Breathtaking sea views can be had around almost every corner, but Plettenberg Bay stands out.
Plettenberg Bay is the most beautiful spot in the whole of Africa, so I believe. It is a seasonal destination. We have most of our visitors coming through from about September through to March, April. There is a tremendous diversity of things to do here, apart from the beautiful beaches. There's obviously our whale watching season in winter, which is absolutely spectacular. We get the sperm whale and the blue whale coming here. We've got about 250 species of birds in the area. And then we're developing a new product which is called slack packing, which is actually luxury hiking trails. You can go out for 2 days, 5 days. You do your hiking through the forests, along the beaches, and then you stay at one of our beautiful country lodges overnight.
There's something for everyone, with surf, sand and sea being some of the best places to hang out.
The beaches of Plettenberg Bay and surrounds are absolutely spectacular. Two are blue flag status, which gives them international credibility. So it's a wonderful place to bring your family with their lifeguards, beautiful surfing, beautiful waves, and just a wonderful environment for the family. And again, from a tourism point of view, it'll become almost an iconic place to visit for both South African tourists and our international tourists which come out to the garden route.
For the thrill seeker, there is no better challenge than the Blokranz bungee jump. This is no ordinary jump off a bridge. It is the highest bridge jump in the world, and people come from near and far to tackle it.
Blokranz bungee is different to other bungees in the sense that it's got a pendulum system. What it means is the cord is attached on the sea end of the bridge. You jump off mountain end. It creates one big swing at the bottom. It's very smooth. Therefore, we sometimes refer to it as the Rolls Royce of bungee jumps.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1, bungee!
Safety record, many people sometimes say 110%. I would prefer to stick to 100%, and we intend keeping it that way. We've also adopted a different advertising medium. I keep you safe, you tell 5 or more friends, and that way we get business. So by looking after each and every person that come and share the experience with us, that's how we try to do our business.
It takes nerves of steel to jump off this bridge, and once here, there's almost no turning back. All you have to do is look ahead and face your fear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee!
Blokranz bungee is no longer the highest in the world. There's 2 higher jumps of different structures. Off a bridge, it's the highest bungee jump, 216 meters. The one is of a tower, which is in China, and the dam wall in Switzerland, which is not off a bridge. Common for the people from Germany, they would say off and turbogeil. I'm not sure of the exact meaning. People from Brazil would say spectacular. Then our locals would just say it's lekker. So there's no question, it's an awesome experience and high adrenaline impact.
There's definitely something for everyone in the Western Cape, so go out there and explore.
That's it for this week's An Nur the Light. We're playing out with a song that will surely get you appreciating all that you have. From me, Mariam Mukwanda, Salang Hantle, Assalamu alaikum.
You're a stranger to the world, but you're an angel to me. And as long as God's above you, the world is at your feet. You're a stranger to the world, but you're an angel to me. And as long as God's above you, you will be a Hijabi queen. People always wonder why you're always covered, never showed your skin, unless it's to your brother. Beauty's always hidden, the whole world sees you different, and they think it's extremist and point at your religion, but they won't know why you don't show to respect yourself and save it for your love, and they won't realize beauty's not for their eyes. No, the real beauty exists within the heart and mind. You're a stranger to the world, face when they see you with her, and you think that they love you, but all they do is judge you, and they think you love violence, and nobody should trust you, but they just won't perceive how you are so sweet, the way you give everything and don't expect nothing, and they won't realize beauty's not what they rise. No, the real beauty exists within the heart and mind.
Never judge a book by its cover. It's ironic they apply it to you. They think they know the truth about the world, but how come they are lying to you? What is water to them can be fire to you. You won't be lower than them, they won't be higher than you. One day that water you never drank will be prior to you. One day the fire they never felt will be fire they chew. I know it's hard to wear a scarf when the weather is hard, but the bigger the struggle, the bigger the reward. What's so important about living for a temporary cause? Nothing's more important than God, and they will never realize beauty's not made for their